Hey, you guys, it's Mo with Lord Chippy Bites. So, bite sized, 10, 15 minutes, groups of individuals that need to meet our, Lord Chippy, the ultimate dispenser of justice, allegedly in Minecraft. Well, this chick is back in the news. This chick. A drunk driver who killed a bride hours after her wedding doesn't deserve a sentence reduction, says prosecutors. And considering as much as the Commonwealth pissed me off, today, Monday, the 28th of April, I am willing to, give the state an okay, yes, I agree, even though Brennan has irritated the ever living sniffling snot out of me. Now, that being said, let's get into this story because this heifer is another one of the poor me heifers. Prosecutors in South Carolina say that the drunk driver who unalived a bride on her wedding night has asked for her time behind bars to be shortened. Well, yeah, why would we want to deprive the world of this particular woman who did nothing other than take a life and injure greatly to 3 other people? No, she definitely deserves a second chance. I mean, her dad's rich, and she accepted she had a problem. Now, as Law and Crime has previously reported, Jamie Komorowski, 27, has asked Charleston's County Ninth Judicial Circuit Judge Deidre excuse me, Jefferson to reconsider her 25-year prison sentence. Now, Komorowski was behind the wheel of a Toyota Camry the night of April 28th, 2023, speeding through the island community of Folly Beach, where newlyweds Samantha Miller, 34, and Eric Hutchinson, 36, had just gotten married. Now, this is a heartbreaking case. This was just absolutely devastating. And I do believe that Baker, Jamie, and I watched the, sentencing and the victim impact statements in this case. And it was just heart wrenching. Now, they had left their excuse me, they had left their wedding reception in a golf cart driven by Hutchinson's brother-in-law, Benjamin Garrett, and Garrett's 17-year-old son, Bogan Garrett. Komorowski, who was 25 years old at the time, was estimated to have been driving about 65 miles. Now, there is a 25-mile speed limit, on this beach. I mean, this is a little tiny island area kind of thing. So she was going 65 in this 25-mile-per-hour zone while just boozed up like the biggest lush in Lushville. So had no business drinking, had no business driving, had no business going 65. Now, she crashed her car into the golf cart, instantly unaliving Miller, the wife, according to and then seriously injuring Eric Hudson, the husband, the groom, and the 2 other passengers. So, Benjamin Garrett and Brogan Garrett. Now, Brogan wasn't terribly, terribly injured, but again, he was a young man whose father was in intensive care, whose, you know, let's see, brother-in-law. So, his uncle, his aunt, his father. I mean, this is just incredibly traumatic. And again, he spoke eloquently and, with dignity and respect at the sentencing. Brogan Garrett did, the youngest victim involved in the golf cart. Now, according to law enforcement, Komorowski had a BAC of 0.261, more than triple the legal limit. She pled guilty in December to DUI resulting in great bodily injury, DUI resulting in death, and reckless homicide resulting in death and was sentenced to spend 25 years in prison. Now, later that month, she filed a motion to have the sentence reduced, or reconsidered at least. Now, her lawyers have argued that the sentence was higher than sentences issued for similar crimes, and that media coverage was partially to blame, with what they said was a grossly disproportionate sentencing. Ma'am, you were drunk off your ass, speeding, and unalived a person and spent all of, this ridiculous, injury, trauma, devastation for this whole family, but you want us to feel bad for you? I mean, that's ridiculous. I'm sorry. I don't feel bad for you. I feel bad for the people that have to listen to you whine about this for the next 25 years while you're in prison, mostly your parents. But that seems like a personal choice for them, you know, because they seem to have raised you to be absolutely unaccountable because, you've taken a responsibility or whatever. No, I don't want to hear you. I think 25 years is just fine considering you stole an entire lifetime from a family, from a husband, an entire future. I'm cool with it. Now, court records show that prosecutors in the case filed opposition to that on Thursday. Komorowski's request, lawyers from the solicitor's office says, should be denied without any additional hearing, according to a report by local ABC affiliate WCIV. Now, prosecutors also reportedly argued that Komorowski's sentence was within the range for the charges that she pled guilty to. So, yes, while it is on the high end, it was not out of the realm of possibility what that, she had been forewarned about. Now, according to Charleston CBS affiliate WCSC, the solicitor's office said that the assertion of Komorowski's lawyer that the sentence is cruel and unusual is the result of a flawed analysis, citing state precedent that sent out standards to determine whether a sentence was grossly disproportionate to a crime. Prosecutors said that Komorowski's case actually cannot be compared to any other DUI felony case in the area, according to the station. It was also clear to the state and the assembly that the court was attentive and weighed all the information that was offered. The filing reportedly said. Now, lawyers for the state noted that Komorowski's victims oppose any reduction in her sentence. Quote, I wish more than anything it was me instead of Sam Hutchinson, so the groom said at Komorowski's sentencing. I wish I had passed that night so she didn't have to die alone. So, yeah, I really don't care if this chick is hurt, has her feelings hurt because, you know, she has to spend 25 years for taking a life. Don't care. Now, for this Muppet mother, this absolute redonkulousness of, stupidity, this, proof that there might not be evolution, we'll see. Meant for fifth graders, a mother brought vodka infused jello shots to an elementary school party, as you do. I mean, Sarah Boone, bestie. A mom allegedly brought jello or laced jello shots to an elementary school Christmas party this past December. Because, yeah, that's exactly what you need right before Christmas break. You know, boozy elementary school students. Now, this apparently happened in the state of Texas, in the city of Tyler. According to police documents obtained by Law and Crime, an officer described speaking to 15 students who, consumed the shots. Now, almost all of them described having a headache and stomach ache afterwards. One boy said he threw up twice that day, while another student said he, quote unquote, passed out. One student who spoke in a January 13th follow up interview said he had six of them and got dizzy, fell, and felt like he couldn't stand back up. Now, those allegations landed Teresa Isabel Bernal in Smith County Jail on Monday for injury to a child resulting in reckless bodily injury. because she's a moron. Now, she allegedly raised eyebrows, but, necessarily red flags but not necessarily red flags when she showed up on December 20th, 2024 with the shots. Now, Burnell had a positive reputation and kind of history with the school prior to this incident. Now, during the interviews, I was told that while some of the teachers found it odd that Burnell would bring jello shots to an elementary school party, they trusted that she would not bring anything harmful to this party. She was an involved parent and present at many functions in the school prior to this. Now, teachers did start to get suspicious as kids started to get sick. Two adults had had jello shots and told a third that they believed that the drinks had alcohol in them, according to the police. Now, Burnell allegedly told the police that she had purchased the shots from a business she'd found on Facebook, which authorities had redacted. I asked Burnell if the alcohol shots had, or the Jello shots had alcohol in them, and she said that they tasted different. She said that the Jello shots were meant for the fifth graders, and she did not know that the shots contained alcohol. I'm calling bullshit here, y'all. I mean, I'm not the smartest person, but Imma call bullshit on this one. Yeah, okay, okay, ma'am. Let's see. Now, she had discovered that the Jello shots contained alcohol after the children had consumed some of them, according to herself. Now, police, shockingly, I know you're gonna be shocked, they didn't buy that. They called caca too. Now, the affiant said he tracked down where she purchased the shots, and according to the police, it was obvious that these Jello shots contained vodka. Vodka, the miracle drink. No, it's not, children. So, what have we learned today? If their shots, don't take them to school. I didn't realize this was a public service announcement that we were going to have to bring up, but there you go. Now, in looking at the photo of the Jello shots that she had ordered, it was clearly stated that the Jello shots would contain Smirnoff. Tyler ISD is aware of the recent arrest of a parent in connection to an elementary holiday party last December, the school district said in a statement. At the time, a parent volunteer brought homemade Jello to the celebration. It was later determined to have booze in it. Now, unfortunately, some students did consume the jello before the situation was discovered, and staff acted immediately to address the situation, informing parents and working with law enforcement. Since the incident, the parent has not been allowed back on campus and now faces legal consequences. We take this matter very seriously and remain committed to the safety and well being of our students. So, yeah, booze is not good. Use it only for goodness and communion. That is all, you guys. Thanks for joining me. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please do all the YouTubey things. And remember, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, but have a sassy mouth and carry a can of bitch fire because kindness doesn't equal doormat. I will see you guys in the soon. Please pay attention because we will be doing Karen Reed stuff and Mornings with Mo and all of the channel things. So make sure you subscribe and have that notification bell on so you can be sure to know when we do put out new videos and all that stuff. Bye, my lovelies.